session. Okay. So guys, don't worry about recordings. So if I have your mail IDs, then you can directly access the recordings and you won't get any kind of notifications and recording about this particular recordings. So once the session is done, within 2 to 3 hours, the session could be uploaded in a respective of playlist. Clear? Right? Yes. Okay. So first, I would like to talk about the playlist and the recording access and how you're gonna access the recordings and other stuff. Let me go for open the whiteboard. Okay. So guys, recording about your doubts and everything, you can please take it to your notes and so you can ask me the question at last. So that it could be answer for each and every questions. Okay. My first thing is that the recordings, how you can get the recordings. Guys, today try to understood, so I'm not having the pen and pad at this moment, so that you won't get some kind of message. I mean, you won't get this paint, good manner. Okay, but tomorrow session, you can, so you will get this kind of text and everything, so in a good manner. Okay, so don't worry about it. So how you can get the recordings? Okay, for accessing the recordings, so I'm using the Canvas website. What it is? So Canvas, right? So Canvas is the one of the website, and so here I would like to go for creating the playlist, and over the playlist I can upload the recordings, I can upload the documents, I can upload the and materials and projects information, everything I can upload into the a single playlist. So if I have your mail IDs, then I can give access for accessing of this particular playlist. And once I gain access for you all, if I get access for you all, then what we can, you will get you will get a notification from the Canvas for not, I mean, for accept the invitation. And once if you're accepted the invitation, then one time acceptance is fine. So once if you're accepted the playlist, then no next class onwards and next recording, you can directly open that particular playlist and you can see that the videos and everything. Okay, you won't get any kind of notification. For example, if the session is done after 3 hours, 4 hours, I can upload, but you won't get any kind of notification. You just go and open that particular playlist and the date and corresponding the name of topic, and I can upload it. I just show you some example how gonna the playlist would looks like. And canvasinstructor.com, and this is my playlist. Okay. Okay. So, yeah. So how, okay, yes, fine. Okay. Okay. See, you will get the playlist something like this. Okay. So here I have various playlists are there. So which playlist I given for access to you all, that particular playlist only you can able to access. You won't access this all actually. You will access only one. So which playlist I given access for you. Okay. So like this way I can create the playlist. So I would like to go for creating the playlist first of all. And the name of the playlist is, it's AWS module, right? So even you guys are some guys are for cloud engineers, some guys are from data engineers, some guys from data analytics and data science. So even you are any kind of software engineer, okay? So at this moment, AWS is a necessity for everyone, so that this particular playlist I would like to concentrate on end-to-end AWS concepts. Okay, so that I want to go for creating the playlist separately. So this particular playlist you can access, once I given access for you all. Okay, yes. So this is AWS. Okay, AWS 101. The batch name is, it's a 101. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is my course name and AWS 101, and it was creating manually. Then I'm creating that, and I would like to go for add the logo for AWS logo. Okay, just for sake of copy image, choose image, upload image. Save image. I would like to save it in image like AWS logo. Okay. I'm creating that, playlist for you. So I can create after that particular session also, but so like I don't have that much of time, so that I'm creating instead of it. Okay. Okay, so start date and end date. So I'm updating the course. And so I have to go for publish. If I publish, then okay, you will get the AWS 101, right? This is your playlist. So far, you guys are not having access for this one because I'm not giving any kind of access to you all. Okay. So here I can creating the modules wise, and I can create topic wise, like there could be approximately 20 modules are there. I just show you what are the things I would like to cover inside of the AWS. And okay, go to your specific folder and my files and tech skill and tech training, and see, you wanna learn any technology. So here I have the three levels: level 1, level 2, level 3. Level 1, it could have mandatory concepts or mandatory technologies or mandatory skills we require. One, it could be like programming, at least one programming language, at least one database management system, at least one cloud computing, at least one DevOps concepts. So these are the four things is mandatory if you want to survive in a IT industry. Okay. So this is for any software engineer, has to be learned before you start your technical training, or meanwhile, if you start your own technical training, then so this four modules has to be a mandatory. So these things you won't get it for any training sessions actually. Okay. Fine. This is for level 1, and level 2 for your corresponding technology. For example, if you want to become like a full stack web developer, then you have to go for on full stack developer. In case of full stack developer, you have a Python, Java, .NET, and data science, data analytics. This is one technology, and big data technology, cloud computing with the DevOps, and the business analysis. Okay, like we have various technologies are there that corresponding concepts, mandate, I mean important things, and I can create it. This is for my long term plan actually, so at this moment I cannot reveal everything. So here we have a level 1, level 2, and level 3, it's a project oriented training. Okay, so there it could be like three levels: level 1, level 2, level 3. So in case of level 1, we are in the cloud computing. So in cloud computing, we have AWS, and we have Azure, we have GCP. Okay, and at least one, right? So that I mentioned here only one, it's AWS. Okay. And so here I can show you what are the concepts you need to be learned, or we are going to be learning in this particular sessions. And it's a purely for Amazon Web Services. And once if you learn this particular course, then you can start, you can go and work with us like, AWS DevOps engineer, or else AWS solution architect, or else, AWS developer. Okay. Or else AWS FinOps administrator, and this kind of things you can do it actually. Okay, like what are the modules I would like to cover in this particular session? The module 1, it's a like it's a module 1, it's the introduction to AWS and cloud computing. Next one is it's a VPC, and the third one is VPC peering and networking, addressing NatGate, and okay, so it's a module 4. And module 5, testing security groups, and so module 6. And most of the time we are virtual private cloud only. The reason is that AWS is working on a virtual private cloud. Okay. And EC2, and load balancing, and mm, and IAM, and SSM, and elastic file system, and storage S3, and block storage, and block store, and so Route 53, and like approximately 20 modules are there. So this all modules you're gonna learn these particular sessions. Okay, this is the course content. This course content also I can upload into over there in the particular playlist, you don't worry. Okay. Clear, right? And so now I think so you understood what you're gonna learn in this particular time, right? You are going to be learning here AWS. Even you are the data scientist, even you are looking for data science, even you're looking for data analytics, even you're looking for DevOps engineer, even you're looking for cloud engineer, even you're looking for data engineer, whatever it is. Okay, even you're looking for full stack developer. Okay, so this AWS is mandatory for you all. Okay, so that's the reason. First, I would like to start with AWS. Once that AWS is completed, then I can start with another module with respect of my technology. Okay, if you're looking for cloud engineer, then you can go for learn cloud related thing. Okay, I mean if you're looking for DevOps concepts, then you can go and learn DevOps concepts actually. Okay, clear. So here we have a people here. So I would like to give you like I would like to add you all. So one if and only if I have your mail IDs, then I can able to add it here. Then you can able to access. Otherwise, you won't get access of this particular recordings. Yep. Cool enough. I hope you understood what exactly you're gonna learn, right? Okay. Cool. This is for especially for AWS, and here most of the are joined because they you wanna become like a data analyst, you wanna become like a data scientist, right? Okay, don't worry. I would like to talk about that particular point now. So once if I give an introduction for data science and if I give the introduction for data analytics, then from tomorrow onwards I would like to start our AWS classes. Okay. Any questions so far? Any questions?
No.
No, sir.
I have one question. Like you told, we can access Canvas, right? For
Yep.
that, we need some credentials to log in. So how
So
we
you
can?
can set your own credentials actually. So you're gonna give that your mail ID, right? Okay, so
Yeah.
that mail ID and the password, you're gonna set your own password. It's a one-time password setup. So once if you set up your own password and your own mail ID, so you can access that recordings from anywhere, even from your desktop, or else you can access from your mobile phone also. Even it could have some kind of mobile app
We
also.
have to
You can
create
download
new
that app and
account
you can
from
access.
Canvas.
Sorry.
We have to create new account for this.
If you have already Canvas account, you don't need to create. If you don't have an account, then you have to go for create. Okay, that don't
Okay.
worry. So once if you get a mail from my end, then you can if it will ask you like so should I go for creating the new account or else do you have any existing account? If you have already existing account, then you can remember your own password, and with help of that password and your mail ID, then you can log in. Okay,
Okay.
and for example, if you don't have an account, then the mail ID already it was created, and the mail ID what you given, and that mail ID, and you can create your own password, and with help of that mail ID and a newly created password, and with help of those things we can access the recordings. Okay, so it's a simple thing. If you're getting any troubles in the recordings in the next class also, I can explain you, but it's an overview for how you gonna get the recordings. Okay, so recordings, it could be easy to manage. The reason is that, so everything could be there in the one place. You don't need to worry about recordings. You don't need to worry about documentations, and you don't need to worry about, projects and assignment. Nothing. You don't need to worry about everything. You will get it in a same place. Clear? Right? Okay. So guys, here I want to talk a few people randomly so that I can understand. So, uh, in which technology you guys are looking for it? Okay. Let's talk with Shweta. Hi, Shweta, how are you? Shweta Kandada.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah. So, Shweta, I just want to know that, so what exactly you are looking for job, on which technology you're looking for job?
Actually, I'm in data engineering, doing for the data engineering right now. So,
Okay.
yeah. just now I came to know the class is specific for the data scientist and data analytics.
Okay.
Even though I want to look on
Mhm.
that AWS cloud services and all.
Okay, so basically you are the data engineer, or else you're looking for job on data engineering.
I'm looking for a job on data engineering and also, yep,
Okay, as well as you're looking for job on data science and data analytics also, right?
exactly.
Okay, that's the reason you are here, right?
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
got it.
Mhm.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yep. Someone is joined with the name of Sri, SRI Sri. So even Sri, can you please talk, what exactly you're looking from my end?
Hello all.
Yep.
Well, I'm actually, searching for jobs as a data scientist.
Okay.
I, in the course description, it was given that you are going into AWS. I'm not that good with AWS, so I want to learn AWS and as well as other data science and analytic tools to improve or brush my concepts.
Sure. You will get it everything. Okay. Let's talk about Spandana. Hi, Spandana, how are you?
Hi everyone, I'm good, thank you. So I worked as a data analyst and engineering, so I'm looking a job in data engineering and as a data scientist.
That's cool. So guys, you just give your name and what exactly you're looking for. That's fair enough. Okay. So that so I can spend most of the time for everyone actually. Yep. Let's
Hey,
go.
sorry to interrupt. This is
Yep.
Sandeep.
Yep. Sandeep.
So my profile, I'm only looking for jobs in the data engineering domain, and
Okay.
so I was just curious, like if all of your modules are relevant to data engineering, because some of your modules are covering stuff like security groups and network
No,
firewall and all of
I'm
that.
not cover, I'm not cover that, I'm not cover only for those things actually. So,
Mhm.
so basically what exactly this session is, if you are, new for, AWS, okay. So if you want to look for job on any one of the technology, okay, like the basic things we required, like, computing, and you need to know about computing. You need to know about storage. You need to know about, RDS, like, relational databases, AWS, okay. And now, like, networking, IAM, and notification things and everything. So after that one, especially for data engineer, so there could be some kind of services are there, like those things also we can discuss, like AWS CMR, okay. Those things we'll discuss, in another classes. Clear, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so even the AWS, there it could be almost 200 services are there. Okay, so some people are using some specific services, some type of people, they will use some services, but for everyone there could be, like, there are some kind of common services are there. Okay, so those common services we gonna learn from here. Clear? Clear, Sandeep?
Oh,
Okay.
yes. Yeah, thank you.
So Abhishek, you want to learn data science or data engineer, or else you are looking for what exactly you are? Little speed up.
I'm looking for a Python developer or data engineer roles. Like, I just want to learn some. Basically, I didn't have any much knowledge on these concepts until now.
Okay.
In AWS, most probably zero. To be honest, I started learning Python. I just need some guidance and learn.
Abhishek, you're looking for jobs on data engineer, or else data analytics or data science?
Like data engineer.
Okay, you're looking for job on data. I just give your technology, which technology you want looking for it. That's it. Okay, you don't need to give that entire information. Okay.
Just a data engineer.
Okay. So what about Akila? Speed up, guys. Dre, GSSR, or else you can put in a chat. So what exactly you are looking for? Okay. And which technology you're looking for a job, and you just put a message in a chat so that I can got to know that. So which people are looking for which kind of things, so that I can segregate it. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, fine. It's the time now. Okay, we have a lot of time. Okay, see guys, here this specific time 9 p.m. to 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. of CST, I would like to spend for time for who are especially looking for job on data analytics and data science. Okay, if you want to become like a data analyst or data scientist, so what are the things you need to know? What are the things you need to learn? Okay, what are the things you become like an expert, so that you can easily become like that specific technology. The first thing is that the first thing is that cloud, I mean, the first thing is that statistics. Okay, so if you want to become like a data scientist or data analyst, the first module, the base module is statistics. If we have a good exposure and if we have a good knowledge in statistics and probability, then you can easily become like a data scientist, or you can easily become like a data analyst. Not only data scientist and data analytics, you can apply for jobs on business intelligence. We can apply jobs for data mining and various other things. The next module is SQL, database management system, any one of the database management system. And third one is it's a programming language, or else you can call it as a statistical tools. So here we can use stats tools are in a real time. Some companies are using the Python, and some companies are using the R, some companies are using the SPSS, some companies are using the SAS. Okay, these are the major 4 statistical tools which comes under the part of the data science and data analytics. And the fourth one is reporting tools, or else business intelligence tools. Here the most popular technologies, or the most popular tools are Tableau, and next one is Power BI. But in the market and in the industry, there we have various tools are there, which are like ClickSense and QlikView. Okay, so those we can have it actually. So, but the major things are like the top tools are in terms of business intelligence or reporting tools or visualization tools, which are Tableau and Power BI. Okay, these are if we have a statistics, SQL, and a stats tool and business intelligence, you can become like a data analyst. You can become like a data analyst. So if you want to become like a data scientist, not only these 4 tools, not only these 4 technologies, you need to have a knowledge, and you need to have good experience on machine learning, and you should have experience on deep learning, and you should have a knowledge on natural language processing. And so that you can apply for the data analyst jobs, and we can apply for data science jobs, we can apply for artificial intelligence jobs, we can apply for deep learning jobs, and you can apply for machine learning jobs, and you can apply for data mining, you can apply for business intelligence, you can apply for what we call principal data science, and project manager in data science, various. Okay, and statistics, SQL, stats tool, business intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, NLP, and the last but not least, even you are the data analyst, even you are the data scientist, the cloud is mandatory. Okay, coming to the cloud, so usually here in this particular session, I'm spending for time for on AWS only, but in real time, so not on if you have only AWS, it won't work for you. You should go have some kind of experience. Okay, if you know only one AWS, if you know only one cloud technology, okay, so it won't give you much impact on your profile actually. Okay, so that so you can, once if you have if you're expertise in one specific cloud, then you can start exploring another cloud as well. Okay, like Azure. So AWS is the first primary thing. Then once the AWS is done, then you can start learning Azure yourself. Clear? So if we have experience in a 2 cloud technologies, and if we have experience in, or if we have a knowledge, and if we are expertised in machine learning, deep learning, NLP, statistics, SQL, stats model, business intelligence, then you can easily handle any project in terms of data science. But even it is a tough in the initial days, while if you're getting a job, and but don't worry, but you can manage it. Okay, so if you have some kind of support guy for you, then you can manage it, and within a couple of months you can become like expert in that particular technology. Clear, right? Any questions? So I hope you understood the roadmap for the data scientist. The roadmap for the data scientist is statistics, second SQL, that means database. Third one is stats tool. Fourth one is reporting tool. Fifth one is machine learning. Sixth, deep learning. Fifth, seventh, okay, and NLP. Then last and but not least, it could be the cloud. Either it could be Azure or either it could be AWS. So guys, I'm waiting for questions. If you have any question, please let me know. If you have any question, please let me know. Okay. So these sessions are hands-on, it's like hands-on classes. So I am requesting to you all, and you gonna create AWS account. If you don't have an AWS account, by tomorrow, even if you're attending the session, there is no use to you all. Okay. So my next thing is that create your AWS account. So I hope the plan of action for data scientist and data analytics you understood, and whatever I mentioned in the tab, whatever I mentioned in the here, so everything you're gonna learn this particular time. Okay. And so now, guys, if you want to be explore the knowledge on AWS, if you want to explore the knowledge in AWS, okay. So first thing is that AWS account, you should have it. If you don't have an account, and it could be 1 year of free, and it's just simply you can use your credit card and debit card, and you can create your own account. You can create your own AWS account, and it could be 1 year of free is there. So once if you have your own account, then you can start explore your knowledge and start explore the AWS. So instead of paying anything actually. Okay. So before coming to the tomorrow session to everyone and create the AWS account, for sake of understanding, I would like to tell you how you can creating the AWS account. So Shift N, and so here we just simply AWS console login, and you can use this keyword like AWS console login. So you can click on the first URL. Then here we have an options or contact us, support, and language, and my account, and sign in, right? And if you don't have AWS account as of now, then what you can do actually, click on the create an account. So here you can give your mail ID, and you can give your your account name. Then you can click on the verify your mail ID. So you will get the you will get the link for you, and you can check, you just go and check your mail ID. Then if you are activated your mail ID, then it will ask you like that way you can go on the creating your own AWS account. So once if you successfully creating the AWS account, by the time it will ask you something like your credit card details and debit card details, don't worry, you can provide it. So once if you provide that your credit card details, and it will debit, at least if you're logging, if you're creating with a US account, then it could be a debit $1. And so in a couple of hours you will get that $1 again. Okay. So don't worry, even that $1 also could be credit to your account once account is creation is done successfully. Clear, right? The only reason is that whether you are the genuine guy or not, that's just for sake of understanding. They are taking that $1 and again they are credit to you. Okay. So once successfully you are creating the AWS account, then you can go on login. So again, AWS Amazon.com, and here we have sign in. So if you click on this one, here we have root user, and here I am user. So you can log in AWS account, and you can log in your AWS web in two ways. One is like root user credentials and IAM credentials. Root user in the sense Root user in the sense, by the time of creating of AWS account, like the guy, you are giving some kind of mail ID and you are giving some kind of name, right? That guy we are calling it's a root user. Okay, the first person of the AWS account. The second one is that you can creating the multiple accounts and multiple users for the same account from the same account, and you can give some kind of policies for that particular account and that particular user, so you can log in through that particular IAM user. So this something like when you're working with as like a testing engineer, so you don't need to become like a root user. Root user could be only one person, right? But under the company there could be lot many employees are there. So for each and every employee, they're gonna creating some kind of user accounts. So with help of that accounts, we can access. I can show you how we can use this IAM user as well. Don't worry about at this moment. Let me go for logging through my root user. So this is my credentials. And login your AWS console. So once if you're login your AWS console, so you can once if you're created your account, then you can log in through your to your AWS web server or web page. Okay, I want to tell you guys. So this is my AWS account. Okay, so here I have various services are there. What are the services are there? Okay, if you click on the services, and here we can click on the all services, then your view all services. You can see services by category. Like compute is one service. Under the compute, these are the sub services are there. Okay, and container is main service, and under that we have the 4 services are there. And the storage is one service, and so under that we have almost 7 services are there. Database, so from AWS is providing various databases like RDS, Elastic Cache, and Neptune, and Amazon QLDB, and Amazon Document DB. Okay, and migration and transfer. Okay, just sorry. Okay, so you can see these are all our services: networking, content delivery, and developer tools, code star, code commit, code builder, code deploy, code pipeline, code 9, cloud shell. And you might be thinking, sir, should I need to learn this all things? No, actually you don't need to learn this all. Okay, that is not needed for you all. If you are become like a game development, then there could be some kind of mandatory services you need to know. After that one, whatever the technology you wanna use this AWS, that specific services you need to learn. Okay, so for example, I want to become like a game development, so you need to know about computing, you need to know about storage and container and database and networking and code developer. And so after that one, you can you need to know about game development. And mandatory services are almost 5 to 10 services are there. And then after, and I want to use that in AWS in Internet of Things, these are the services are there under the Internet of Things. Okay, and I want to use for end user computing, then these are the services are there. And for business applications like Amazon Content, Pinpoint, Unicode, and SIMA, and simple email service, and work docs and work mails and supply chain and app fabric, and these are your business applications. And application integration, step function, Amazon app flow, Amazon event bridge, and front end and mobile. For example, if you want to become like a web developer, then these things. And cost management like billing and everything, if you want to check yourself, then you can use these services. And next one is security and identity and complaints. So IAM, Cognito, secret manager, and mainly this security and identity complaints could be managed by the administrator. Okay, like AWS administrator. If you want to become like a AWS administrator, then the security, identity and complaints need to be known actually. Okay, and someone is asking some questions like, sir, I want to become like a data scientist or data analyst or data engineer. What are the services I need to know? So here we have AWS. So here analytics, right? These are all the services are there under this one. So there could be some kind of mandatory services you need to know. Okay, you don't need to learn this all actually. So you should aware of Redshift and Glue. These are the mandatory services from the analytics. And here we have a machine learning, SageMaker, Augmented AI, Code Guru, and DevOps Guru. Okay. And see, these are various services are there, and you no need to learn this all services, guys. Okay, so my question is that there could be some kind of my suggestion is for all. There could be some kind of mandatory services are there. That services first we will learn. Once if you learn the mandatory services, then with respect to of your technology, then those services we can concentrate on it. Clear? And even those services we can understand. Otherwise it's very tough to understand those services without knowing the mandatory services. And if you want to use that the technology based services, then it could be very tough to understand, and it is impossible also. Okay, clear, right? Okay, so this is my AWS web page, and this is my UI page. Okay, so usually this one you can log in through my AWS console, right? So AWS, you can interact with AWS different approaches, and mainly there are three approaches are there. There are mainly three approaches are there. The first one is the console. Console in the sense how I log in with root user or else IAM user and give that the mail ID and the corresponding password, and we can open the web. So that console login. The first option you can interact with AWS. The first option is console login. Second one is the CLI, command line interface. Okay, like AWS command line interface. So, and third one is SDKs. For example, I am a data scientist. I'm using Python. So I want to interact with AWS through Python. Yes, of course we can do it. And I want to interact with AWS with Java. Yes, of course we can do it. So with help of various programming languages, you can connect with or you can interact with AWS. So that we are calling it AWS SDKs. Okay. And with help of the command line, so you can interact with AWS. So that we are calling it AWS CLI. So there could have some kind of AWS commands are there, that commands you need to learn for use the CLI in effectively. Clear? And second one is the console. For the accessing the AWS through console, it's a graphical user interface. Then you can simply use your password and username, then you can log into your AWS web page. Any questions, guys? So these are three things are there. So if you want to understand this console login, CLI and SDK, first thing, go and create your own AWS account. Okay, don't worry about for creating your AWS account. It's a very small time. It won't take much time, actually. Within an hour you can create it. And once if you're creating your own account, then you can hands-on, you can practice AWS hands-on. Otherwise it's very tough to understand the AWS. Okay, practice is mandatory, guys. If you're not practicing, then there is no use of the sessions. So that's for today's session, guys. And before coming tomorrow's session, create your own AWS account and come to the session. Otherwise you don't need to come for the sessions. Take care. Bye. See you. And if you have any questions, I can stay here. I can answer your questions.
Hello.
Yes.
What AWS training is needed for .NET developers?
Okay. If you want to become like a .NET developer, so here compute is mandatory. Okay. Next one is container is mandatory. Storage is mandatory, and database is mandatory, and migration and transfer is mandatory, and networking and content delivery is mandatory. And there it could be like some developer tools are there, so it is needed for you. And yep, and here management and governance is there, that is also mandatory. Okay.
Right now we have the legacy system which is there in the C# and .NET. How we are going to move it to AWS?
See, I want to tell you one thing. So basically I am a data scientist. Okay, so I can use that AWS for data science related thing. But I'm not unfortunately I'm not .NET developer and Java developer. Okay, so the same question you can ask your .NET technology trainer. Okay,
Even if it is a data engineer, have the SQL queries and all that stuff in your SQL server, right? So are you going to move those
Yes.
SQL
Yes,
queries?
here we have a databases, right? So here we have RDS and Elastic Apache and Neptune. So here we have RDS. You can create your RDS, and I mean you can create your server. So if you click on RDS, then what it can do, it will create your RDS account. So just a minute, I can show you that in a minute. It's RDS management console. So here we have our databases and create the database, and it will ask you like standard or easy create. And here we have Aurora, MySQL, and so select any one of the SQL server, and you can creating the SQL server on AWS RDS. Then that particular database server you can interact with, you can create, you can connect through your management studio, or else through Python or through CLI. It's up to you. Okay.
Yeah. So you will be moving the legacy SQL queries
Yes.
to
Yes.
AWS
Yep.
or
Sure. I can show you.
okay. I mean, it's a question. Like, is it? Do we need to move the old legacy SQL queries to the AWS?
Yeah, there is no change. There is no, if you have a knowledge on SQL Server, okay, the same SQL Server and queries we are executing on your AWS only. There is no difference.
Okay. So
The
we
only thing is that integration is different. Okay, so for example, if you have own Microsoft SQL Server, okay, and you can directly connect from your Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio to Microsoft SQL Server, right? But in case of AWS, there it could be give you some kind of port endpoint and port number. Okay, there you can give that SQL Server address, IP address. But here we are giving that AWS endpoint and port number, and then we can give your password and username and password. So that way I can show you that everything in a coming session. That's not a big deal. Okay. And
I have
even
one-
have
yeah.
you there in my job survival training sessions?
Yeah, that LinkedIn. Is
Job
it?
survival training. Last week, before last week, have you attended any sessions
I'm new.
between 5 to 6?
I'm new to this trainings.
Okay, so may I know your name?
Malati.
Okay, so you're looking for?
.NET jobs.
Okay, you're looking for .NET jobs. Okay, cool.
So I
Yeah,
have one
so
question.
yeah.
What is the buzz of this lambda expressions and all that stuff?
See, no, so if you want to do some kind of automation stuff, then we can use Lambda. So
Okay.
if you want to create some kind of functions, and if you want to connect that activities, then you can use Lambda. Lambda is something like an anonymous. Okay, so you don't need to go for creating the function actually. Okay, so simply you can create some syntax, and you don't need to create the function and everything. So you can simply use it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that information, the regarding about Lambda and everything, will discuss in up sessions. Okay, don't worry about it.
Yeah, and for data engineer role, like learning this analytics services alone, is it
Yes.
enough?
Yes, that's true. So along with mandatory services from the AWS and the which there in machine learning and analytics, right? So
Yeah.
over there could be some kind of services are there. Those things you have to go for learn. And sessions of data analytics and data science, and when I started building up projects, then I can show you those services.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, if you have any questions, I'm here to happy to share my answers. Cool. That's for today's session, and hopefully, yeah. Abhishek, is there any question?
Yes, are there any data engineer training sessions happening, or only just the data scientist ones?
I'm dealing only data science and the data analytics trainings only. So if you're looking for data engineering classes, so you can attend that data engineering classes separate trainer. Okay, I mean another trainer.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
And I have one more question. How long is the training period?
For which thing, on AWS or
Data
data
analytics.
science?
Data analytics.
It could minimum 3 months. It could take minimum 3 months.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yep.
So is it one class per week?
No, every day. It's a daily sessions.
Okay.
So actually this AWS, which is there in our data science class also, okay, that's the reason. And even you are from various, technologies, we are inviting here, okay.
Okay. So did you
Instead of
cover
taking,
the, okay, did you cover the SQL Server training?
yes, sure, I can cover it.
Okay.
Is it same time every day?
Yeah, same time, same link.
Okay.
Cool.
Where to send our mail IDs to get recording videos?
Yeah, coming to that, recordings, I can share you some, documents. So document in the sense, form, and you have to fill that particular form. Okay. So if you fill that particular form, then I can able to, I can get your mail IDs through that specific single form actually. So in one shot, I can provide you that, recordings.
Thank you.
Where is the form? Where can we access
I can
it? Or
send you. I can send
okay,
you. I can send you through your, I mean, how you got this link from over there, you will get that link.
okay,
Who sent you that, this link to you? Okay, so that guy will share you that, the form. Okay.
okay.
One question. Actually, I'm looking for DevOps engineer.
Okay.
So I see most of the people are here for data engineer and data analytics, right?
Yes.
So you're going to cover like AWS services for DevOps engineer also, or only for data engineer and
See the difference
data?
between normal data, what we call AWS. There is no specific AWS for DevOps. Okay.
Okay.
Unfortunately, got you.
Services like we
Yeah.
have to learn.
So what are the mandatory services are there?
Mhm.
What are the mandatory services we need to learn?
Mhm.
And that mandatory services are, it's a part of the data DevOps only. Okay. Especially for
Okay.
any. Okay. After that one, you have to go for learn the DevOps in a separate thing. Okay. Got you.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Thank you.
AWS is just a cloud. DevOps is operations, development
Yes.
and operations. Okay. That is different. Okay. And
Yeah.
AWS is different. So whatever you learn here, that it
Mm.
could help you for, your DevOps. You don't need
Okay.
to learn some extra things. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thank
Yep.
you.
But who are for data science and data analytics and data engineers? So this mandatory services he need to know, and as well as some other services are there. Those things also he has to be go for learn. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Okay, guys. Bye. Take care. See you.